Chris, what pleased you most about the performance today?
I thought for the most part we were able to play the style of game that we were after. We went in with a healthy respect for the talent they have, especially some of the young talent around the ball, who when they play with some penetration can really challenge you. And we saw that a little bit in the first quarter, and we made some adjustments around the ball which we thought helped. As the scoreboard became a little bit more dominant, the part that pleased us was, even though we didn't always execute well, we thought trying to play a style that suited us.
Green light for Jezza again. Away he goes. Last
Say
time
more.
you said that you didn't really give specific instructions to Jeremy Cameron, and he's just torched him for the third straight time.
Yeah, I mean he's a difficult matchup, so we're always keen to explore how we can challenge the opposition with that. But there's no question in my mind, at least, that he could play as a deep forward and be a handful for any team in any individual matchup. But we think he's able to complement the rest of our group by sort of mixing it up a little bit. So it's still a work in progress, that part of it, exactly how we use him, and we'll get Hawkins back next week, and Dangerfield will play next week. So that mix is something that's evolving, and at this stage of the year is promising for us.
Were you tempted to play him deeper without Hawk today?
Yes, at times, but it also gave us a chance to play Shannon Neale a little bit deeper, and we thought he looked dangerous as well. And I think the modern game, and it has been this way for a while, if you become really one-dimensional, it's easy for the opposition to plan. And I don't think anyone's that good that you can just make it so obvious what it is you're trying to do. Maybe that was true back in the day, but these days the competition's so even, you want to keep thinking about how you can adjust things when they're not working and still be effective.
Does Neil give you some more selection of backs now?
Well, no more than we had going into the game. He's doing what he can do, and he didn't need to come in and play well at AFL level for us to realise that he could do that. It is a little bit of a balancing act, and at times he's going to have to be patient because we have a couple of guys who play his position that makes it hard to get him in the team. But one of the pleasing aspects of his performance was he looked pretty sharp in the ruck as well. So he's 200 centimetres plus, so he does have that part to his repertoire, even though we haven't used him much in that role at AFL level.
Did you make a Collins debut?
Yeah, really.
Special advice for him before today?
Not special advice. I mean, sort of a standing order with the first gamers to make sure they remember to enjoy the moment. And it's only natural that there are going to be some nerves, but Connor's preparation's been super. He was really ready for this opportunity, and he's looking forward to playing at AFL level with the guys he's trained with for the pre-season. We've given him lots of opportunity to play next to those guys. Often when you come in as a key defender, you spend a lot of your training time down the other end against Hawkins and Cameron and the like, and he's done his fair share of that as well. But we've actively tried to get him next to Tom Stewart and Sam de Koning, so we were confident that he'd come in and play well, and we were really pleased with him.
An early chase down tackle as well, that must have been a big confidence booster for him, I assume.
Yeah, and I think it was only a little taste for our supporters of what he can be, but I can at least suggest that at 198 centimetres, he's not going to play like your traditional fullback. He's going to be involved in the attack. He's got really good agility and running power, and he's going to get involved in both or all three phases of the game.
The build up to the game with Tom pulling out, how was that conversation? How did that come about? And after the game, was he still happy with him, the way the forwards kicked so many goals?
Oh, I'm sure he was happy because he's the ultimate team man. But we've flagged consistently that we will manage our list. I don't think that's a new thing for us. I think it's my 14th season, and we've done it from my first year onward. We've got a plan with Tom that's subject to change week to week, and the good news is that he was available to play this week. We think he'll be better for next week for missing, and Dangerfield really was available this week as well, and College Asney the same. So the conversations, to be frank, aren't difficult because I think our players understand it well. If they thought that we weren't being honest with them, then it probably would cause some angst, but they understand what we're trying to do, and as far as I can tell, they're really supportive of it.
You're heading to Brisbane next week. They've found some form, or they lost the first couple, but they're looking good now.
No, really sharp on Thursday night against Melbourne, who, you know, everyone in the competition that knows what they're talking about rates. So that was a very good performance at the MCG. But even, you know, Brisbane don't need my help, but if you lose your first three, it can seem a little bit worse than it is. There might be the possibility that they've just played three good teams that most of the competition will lose to. But yeah, if they were a bit off, it didn't look that way to me Thursday night, so we'll be ready.
You had some great tackling pressure in the forward half. Was that a particular focus before coming out today?
Yeah, we're always trying to improve our game, and that was one area that we thought they hadn't been down, but we did try to prioritise that. And some of the individuals in particular, I'm told Grime Mize is getting some sort of accolades kind of outside the footy club, I suspect for his offence, but he and Close in particular with their defensive pressure in our forward half was a highlight for us. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.